After I teach my classes, there is a certain period of time where I am a bit spaced out, mentally but also physically. There is so much energy that goes out that the body takes a little bit of time then to adjust to that. And recover. There's a period of recovery where I might not really be able to focus on anything specific, and I just need time to rest. The body needs time to recuperate and rest. It's like during the class is just so much fun, and there's just such a build up and a release of energy, of expression, that the nerves of the body become a bit shaken. This affects things like my speech, my ability to make decisions, my ability to hold information in my mind. It's like I am in the present moment and nothing else matters. I'm using the resources of the present moment to lead my class. So even though I may have some things prepared, very often something new comes up right there on the spot. And so I'm using these resources, but I feel that it's using up a certain amount of energy, energy that's in the body. It's using that up. And I then need time to eat and rest in order to calm my nerves. It's like I am put a bit on the edge. I'm a little bit shaken. And in that state, it's like a fight or flight state where I am raised up, but I am not really completely comfortable afterwards. I've changed my state, and then when the circumstances change, there's a residual energy left, or a residual part of the state left. It's like an after effect of an adrenaline rush. You experience the high, really real high, and then there is a period of descent and like a balancing thing. So if this is the way we normally are during the day, and if you're peaceful, then this is like a peaceful state. Then we'll raise the excitement up and we do something that is super, super, super exciting and also involves a lot of energetic release. Then after that, we don't just drop to our resting state. We drop below as a balance, and then we rise up again. So it's this up and down motion. And so I know this will be happening after my classes. So I specifically give myself a period of time in which to recuperate. During this stage of recovery, I eat. That's really important. I eat something. I write things down that happened in the class. This is quite important to calm the mind, to unload the mind, because I've made a commitment to write down what's happening in each class, and I've been doing that for years, and I've made that decision that I'll be writing things down. It's like a promise that I've made to myself, and when I do it, it's very, very freeing, because teaching a class is like an experience, and writing about it grounds that experience, so that then I don't have to hold it in my mind anymore. And if I ever need to go back to that experience, or go back to the lessons and the information that I extracted from that experience, I can just look at my notes. And that's very, very useful way, especially if there is a period of time between the current experience and then a similar one in the future. It's useful to be able to refer to what has been learned from a previous situation. So I eat, I rest, I review, and I try to avoid interaction with people during this time. I find that interaction with people can be quite demanding energetically. There's always something that I feel would be useful for the other person. So there's always something that I feel like sharing when I'm interacting with somebody. And if I don't have enough energy, then this can be a bit of a painful process, where I want to tell them something and it's just a struggle, or they're telling me something and I'm just not in the mood to reciprocate, to listen, to connect. I think when I teach, I connect to the whole class and to everybody there to such a degree that afterwards the other side of that is I want to be pretty much by myself. I want some personal space. I want to spend time just with myself, by myself. If I try to push it, for example, have one appointment, another one, there's going to be an overload, information and energy overload, meaning that there'll be just too much demand, a demand overload. So if I have a reserve of focus and energy, and then I try to get more than is available, then I feel really drained and uncomfortable and restless and not myself. So a period of time that is devoted solely to calming the nerves after an intense experience is essential. During this recovery period, time moves differently. I can't expect to get as much done in the time period that I may have if I was if I was coming more from a neutral state. I think the important lessons here is to understand that our energy and our experiences go in a cycle, up, down, up, down. And when we're in the down stage, we need to acknowledge that this is a time for us to recover, to rest, to recuperate, and to be ready to rise up once again.